Now, the pagans started all this nonsense with their holiday tree, and O'Reilly's going to make sure that we... Wait a minute. Oh, right, it's a Christmas tree, and it was the secularists that are attacking us because they've been running the country. Every single president has been a secularist, atheist, agnostic, leftist. Oh, right, they've all been Christians. Well, nonetheless, Bill O'Reilly is absolutely convinced that it's the Christians in this country that are being oppressed, that in fact, what people refer to as Christmas tree, there's a plague across the country. It's being called a holiday tree, and that is factually incorrect, which, by the way, it is actually factually correct because the pagans started it, the Christmas tree. Anyway, but you know what? He's got a kindred spirit now. He's found Pastor Robert Jeffress, and they understand what the real problem is. They haven't been fighting hard enough. Oh, okay, let's listen.
There is a problem in America with the Christian forces being weak.
That's right. And I'm telling you, Bill, wimpy pastors produce wimpy Christians, and that is why we are losing this culture war. And I believe it's time for pastors to say, you know, I don't care about controversy. I don't care whether I'm going to lose church members. I don't care about building a big church. I'm going to stand for truth regardless of what happens.
That's right, man. What would Jesus do? He would find a secularist and punch him in the face. That's right. We don't need any wimpy pastors. Turn the other cheek. That's like for Muslims or something. Christians obviously don't believe that. If there is a fake war on Christmas, we will battle up, man. Stand opposed. Well, Jesus would have done the same thing. They've gone after those goddamn secularists messing with his tree. You remember what happened when they messed with the pine tree Jesus had in his yard? Okay. Apparently, the poor evangelicals in this country, the poor Christians, they are so beat down, and they've got all these wimpy pastors. Poor guys, man, no wonder they're getting run over by these atheists and agnostics that are running this country. Well, I hear you, brother. Tell me more.
The forces of secularism are extremely aggressive, extremely aggressive. The liberal media uses its power in a very, very overt way. The other side outnumbers them. I mean, Christian, Judeo-Christian people who believe in that philosophy outnumber the secularists, maybe 6 to 7 to 1. But you don't see them bringing it to the secularists.
We are in the majority, and we ought to start acting like we're in the majority instead of cowering in fear and becoming wimps. If we don't stand up, we're going to lose these very real rights that our forefathers died to provide us with.
Except that our forefathers built the first ever secular constitution in the history of the world that said you shall not establish a religion. But I'm nitpicking. My favorite moment is O'Reilly's leaning in, saying they're very, very aggressive. Oh, I'm sorry, O'Reilly. Other people are aggressive? Meanwhile, these two guys are yelling, talking about, you know what, our side is cowering in fear, while the other side is being... The other side, he had Lincoln Chafee on the show the other day, the Rhode Island governor, who's calling it a holiday tree because he doesn't want to offend non-Christians in his state. Okay. And Chafee was the whole time was like metaphorically backing up. He's like, okay, Bill, all right, Bill. I mean, there's non-Christians in the state. I'm the governor of everybody. Is it okay? And he's like, look at it, these aggressive secularists. They're waging a war. It's unbelievable, man. They got, you know, there was a recent poll done by Public Policy Polling. A majority of the country believes there is a war on Christmas. It's amazing what they get them to believe, man. If you repeat a lie enough times and forcefully enough, you will A, get a lot of people to believe it, and B, get good ratings. That's what this is all about, riling up the folks. At the end of the year, there isn't that much news. Sometimes it's a lame duck session. A lot of people are going away for Christmas, the holidays, etc. So how's O'Reilly going to get ratings? Oh, can you believe they're attacking the thing that you love most? Santa frickin' Claus. They're coming for Christmas. But don't worry, I'll fight back.